más.
Hi.
Sitting in a tiny table in a ritzy restaurant.
Órale, Lucky.
She was staring at her coffee cup.
Man.
He was trying to keep his courage up by applying booze.
One of the highlights of my life, of my career.
And talk was small
El Bobby.
when they talked it all. They both knew what
Bobby
they
Pulido
wanted
backups. Oye, who can say Bobby Pulido sang backups for him, huh?
about it.
Right?
That's a very rare air.
Very rare occurrence.
Very rare. I mean, who can say that?
Yeah.
Has he ever done it before?
I don't think so. I mean, he's usually he sings
Yeah.
duet
But I guess
or he sings lead, right?
Right. Yeah, that's true.
And he sang backups on this song.
romance, Lauren
Oh, David.
Yeah.
Who's the original band from the 70s?
The Amazing Rhythm Aces.
Yeah.
And then a country guy did it in the 90s.
Sammy Kershaw?
Sammy Kershaw, yeah.
The ring romance, Lauren rendezvous.
Rock is a big 70s. Those songs from the 70s, they'll never be beat.
That substance.
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays it's just repetitive stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But back then there was storytelling involved, you know? And it was put onto music. Now,
And we've said this before. It's because they're in a bus, no internet, no TV.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
just jam out.
Well, Lucky Joe. I got an amazing interview with Lucky Joe coming up next Tuesday night. So make sure to subscribe, okay? And hit the bell. It's already up.
He's doing new stuff, right?
Yeah, he's doing new stuff.
Because he was supposed to be here on Christmas, but
Yeah.
he was
recording. He's got a new. That dude recorded 20 songs, dude. He like wrote 20 songs.
Wow.
And he just writes. You give him an idea, he'll write it. He's a very talented. And so the interview that I did with him, it's like the evolution of the
Writing process?
creative mind. Like the way we plan things out. Because I talk about what I've done, and he talks about what he's done. And it's an incredible. And it turns into like a conversation where we don't even think anybody else is listening, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
So
it's really-
zoned in.
Yeah.
If he did 20 songs, man, dude, how prolific is this guy to crank them out?
He just cranks out songs like Jesse Turner, dude. Has guys the same way. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be doing this song live at the Rio Grande Valley Lifestyle Show this year, man.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We've got Luis Aldana from the Rio Grande Valley Lifestyle Show here with us today, man. How you doing, man? How's
I'm
it
doing
going?
great. How you guys doing?
Good, man. Este vato sale de parece Yellowstone, carnal.
I know. It's
Just
just-
don't take me to the train station.
When you wear a suit with a cowboy hat, you're a cowboy, bro, right?
Yeah.
Right? A tie and you know what I mean?
Yep.
and I like are those alligators? The
No,
boots?
Cayman, yes.
Cayman, orale. That's Cayman is like an alligator,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yes it is.
Orale. Yeah. So we're getting ready, man. The stock
ready.
show. How many? Which one was this one?
This is our 86.
86 years, dude.
Started in 1939.
86. My dad, because it's in Mercedes, Texas. I'm from
Yeah.
Mercedes. My dad used to tell me that. I mean, he met Lauren Green.
Oh, yeah.
From Bonanza there.
Oh, wow.
You know who I met there back when I was a kid? The Hager brothers
Wow.
from Hee Haw.
The guys that have real thin hair?
The twins.
The twins,
Yeah,
yeah.
that would come out. They were like regulars.
Yes.
They wouldn't play every week, but they
they were there.
They were often on there.
Yeah.
So I got to meet him, and he also got to meet a whole bunch of. He said that there was man, who was it? One of those cowboys. Oh man.
A Dallas Cowboy?
No.
or-
One of those. Not Roy Rogers, but he's like a Roy Rogers.
Gene
Oh,
Autry?
Bonanza.
I think it was Gene Autry.
Gene
bro.
Autry was there.
One of
Yeah.
those guys that they had to tie him to the horse because he was so wasted.
That is true.
He was so drunk.
They had to tie his feet to the stirrups so he wouldn't fall out of the saddle.
You've heard that
I've
story.
heard it many
Yeah.
times.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy, the Rio Grande. And then it was a form of employment or a source of employment for everybody from Mercedes.
Yeah, for a lot of people.
I worked at the stock show, dude.
Yeah.
Whenever, because it used to be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 6 days.
Right.
Well, actually, it was Wednesday. Tuesday
Was the setup.
The carnival would show up.
Right.
And they'd give us the week off in school because, it was like spring break.
Right.
So me and my friend, we'd go Tuesday to the stock show grounds at 8 a.m., 8:30, 9. Robert Rivera, un saludo para Robert Rivera. I called him Red Bud because he had red hair. So, and then plus we got into recreational activities.
Yeah, sure.
And so he was always the guy that would go pull me out of the house. Hey, I'm saying, make some money.
Yeah.
So we went to the carnival and we got there and the carnival showed up.
Yeah.
And then there was this big black guy, man. He was the main guy of all of them.
Was he there for diversity?
Yeah, he wasn't the DI hire, bro, because this guy was a hard ass, bro. I mean, he was a leader. You know what I mean?
Right.
So then he went up, and it wasn't just me and Robert. There was a group of kids, 12, 14, 13, And okay, you go with him. You go with him. You. And so they send us with particular, carnival guys, right?
When you say big, you mean like Tony Atlas, muscular?
No, dude, no, like
okay,
like Abdullah the Butcher guy. You know what I mean?
Kamala the Ugandan.
There you go.
like Kamala. Okay.
Kamala the Uganda. That's how big this guy was, dude.
Okay.
I mean, you wouldn't mess with him, right?
Right, he would hit his stomach.
Yeah. And so they sent me to the biggest ride, man. It was like that, not the Ferris wheel. It was like a Ferris wheel.
The one that would twirl as it spun at the same time?
One of
The
those.
zipper?
No, it wasn't
That's a
super.
zipper.
No, it was like a Ferris wheel.
Oh, like a Ferris wheel.
And so I was there
The
from
Ring of Fire.
no.
No.
Big wheel.
So anyway, I went. It was 10 a.m. and we worked all day, dude, until like 10 at night. And the ride was finally up. And they said, "All right, okay, guys, you can go on over to back to the exhibit hall area."
Yeah.
And the main black guy, I think his name was Jackson or some Mr. Jackson or something. He's gonna pay you all.
Yeah.
So we went over there and we're standing there, man. We're beat, man. We're chavalos, bro,
Yeah.
all full of grease and oil and shit.
Yeah, sweaty.
And he just pulls out $80, bro. Boom. I mean, I'm talking 1981.
That's a lot of money.
A lot of money.
$80, dude. So we took off, and that was our money for the stock show, dude.
Yeah.
And we got a free pass to get in because we worked it.
Yeah.
And then Sunday would come, and I went like at 10 o'clock at night because they were going to start tearing the stuff down. So they tore everything down. I was there at the ride where that I helped build.
Yeah.
And there was two other dudes there that weren't there the first time when I was there. And Red Bud was nowhere to be found, right? So
Red
I
Bud.
worked from midnight till about 10 a.m. tearing that down.
Wow.
And we would get excuse from school if we showed that we worked at the stock show that day.
Wow.
So I didn't go to school on Monday, but on Tuesday I went and I was excused because I worked and I had $80 more in my pocket, bro. You know what I
Like
mean?
the original Head Start program.
Yeah. So that's just, I mean, those are just some of the, and then I remember being there and, I don't know if I should say this in front of my wife, but I met a girl there, right?
Hey, what?
Okay.
Do tell.
And
Go.
it was like on a Saturday.
Oh my gosh.
And I was
here we
walking
go.
around, and I was a young guy, right? I was like 14, but I used to drink.
Oh my goodness.
So I'd be walking around with a big gulp with Coke and Jack Daniels in it and shit, right?
Oh my gosh.
And so I met this girl from Harlingen, right? And she had like moccasin boots. She was in the exhibit booth or whatever.
Ew.
Oh, so she was a rocker chick.
Yeah. And
moccasins.
so I started talking with her and she says, "Hey, so you're into rock and roll?" I go, "Yeah, I love rock, man. Ozzy and Van Halen." And she goes, "Wow, isn't it a bummer that Randy Rhoads died?" I'm like, "What?" So Randy Rhoads died like March 12th or March 15th, one of those days.
So that's how you found out.
That's how I found out, through that girl.
Wow.
And because we didn't have no internet,
Yeah,
no
no,
phone. I
yeah.
mean, it's like, and I don't know how she found out, but I
You
said,
probably
"Man,"
heard it on the radio.
as soon as she said that, she knows Randy Rhoads. I was like Beavis and Butthead with the hearts all around his head, and all that shit, right? 'Cause he doesn't have it.
Oh my goodness.
But man, I
Yikes.
mean, the memories I have
Oh, yeah.
of the Rio Grande Valley Livestock Show is just something that's incredible, man. So, how long have you been with the Rio Grande Valley Livestock Show, man?
Well, like you, my whole life, but formally, I've been a volunteer for many years. I worked for Texas A&M AgriLife Extension and worked as a 4-H specialist, so I spent a lot of time there. But formally, I was added on the board. I was added to the board of directors in, I think it was 2016, and I was a director for that period of time. Still working and volunteering and doing so, and then I retired in March of 2023. And got home. My wife started to make a list of things she wanted me to do.
Uh-oh.
And I was like, I started looking.
Yeah. I'm going out of here.
So April, I think it was April 15th or something like that. I became the executive director and general manager of the Livestock Show.
So, as a board of director, what were your duties there? I mean,
Well, I mean, we've got it varies. Sometimes we've got 18 to 20 directors, and everyone has kind of an area that they specialize in.
Yeah.
The area that I was kind of working in was gate and ticketing, so I had to deal with all the technology and all the admission tickets, the people that we would hire to take tickets and check people that were coming in and out.
Yeah.
And so that was kind of my area, and also that the rodeo arena did all the gate admission and stuff like that.
yeah. And so now, as general manager, you have to you look over all the board of directors, or do you give everybody their duties to do, or what?
They have their duties that they kind of fall in. We've got some people that worry about the rodeo, and some do the entertainment, and some do the exhibit hall, and some do the livestock. So they all have their areas. And I'm a director still, but I'm the executive director and the general manager. So we went through a little structural change there in March and April of 2023.
When I was young, it was 6 days, right?
Yeah.
Or 5 days, actually.
Right.
So Wednesday was, Wednesday or Thursday was the parade.
Right.
And
right.
the parade was one of the biggest parades, and like everybody in South Texas was there.
Right.
I mean, it was just a big old event.
It was big.
And the end of the parade, you'd have. I remember you'd always have the Shriner guys,
Shriners,
right?
yeah.
They're dressed like Arabs, and they're
Yep.
like, have you remember those?
Oh yeah, man.
The
Yeah,
little red
because
hat.
I remember I would think to myself, I wonder if they're gonna go America, ha, chua! Like I thought they're gonna do that.
They were
because-
ahead of their time, huh?
Yeah.
I was.
But one thing I would say is that a lot of people here in the Valley, and you should know this, Luis, one of their favorite childhood pictures is always from the Livestock Show.
Oh yeah.
And one of my family favorite portraits of mine, because we would get all dressed up.
Yeah, Western.
Yeah, Western and
A little silver snap shirt.
Yes, and I would have a cowboy hat
Cowboy hat.
with the feathers,
The big flower
Yeah,
the feathers.
I was like maybe 7, maybe 6.
Yeah.
And it had and it had all the pins.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
I remember like wanting to buy a pin for my cowboy
For your
hat.
cowboy hat.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people in the RGV, man, that have those photos because that's when they got dressed up with the boots. And the other thing, Luis, I don't know how the stock show does it, but it's the best junk food. I mean, like the funnel cakes
Yes. Oh
are
my
like,
gosh.
and the lemonade.
Oh man.
So the lemonade was like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The corn dogs,
Corn
bro.
dogs.
yeah, and that is unforgettable junk food.
The food is incredible.
It's so good.
And these people, the food vendors that come in, we've got local food vendors
Yeah.
which do a great job, but we have food vendors that come from all over the country that do this, as they say, professionally.
Yeah.
Yes.
And not all of them are, but they do this. They go state fairs all over the country, and they bring the best food. It is
See.
but my favorite food is the pork kebabs.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they got that little honey glaze on there. I've got a bit of a sweet tooth, but
I haven't tried those.
Those are amazing, dude.
Pork
those-
kebab.
Yeah.
these are big chunks of pork butt on a big old wooden skewer glazed with honey,
Yeah.
grilled. Oh,
No, and then they've got barbecue, they got brisket and all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah.
But while Chaz was out there looking for a pin for his hat, I was aiming for the Farrah Fawcett poster, right, with the darts.
Oh yes.
So
Because-
you say that, I was watching one of your podcasts the other day, and I said, I had that. It was behind, it was over your
Yeah,
shoulder.
I have
I
it.
said I had that poster on my wall, and my mother hated that poster.
Yeah.
but I won that throwing the darts at the balloons.
Yeah, because you could tell her protruding nipple right on the.
I
was like, you
I
could
just did
see
it
the
for her
shape.
hair. She
Yeah.
had beautiful hair.
I like that you used the word protruding.
I mean, it was just enough to make our imaginations go wild.
yeah,
Farrah
you know.
Fawcett Majors.
Yeah,
dude.
15 years old.
You would get like cherries in your eyeball.
Yeah.
Bing, bing.
And it was just that's all. I mean, that was just like the shape of the NHO, right? And
Yep.
you know, on her in her bathing suit
Yep.
and her hair, and oh my God, man!
Yep, on
So-
that colorful blanket. I
Yeah.
heard that Indian blanket. or
Luis,
something.
did you ever hear that I don't know, rumor or whatever, that in her hair it spelled sex?
No,
Did you ever hear?
no.
No
much
way.
Yes, look it up, Riley.
I'm
on-
looit
on
up
Google
right now.
Images.
As much as I looked at her hair, I never saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that in the entire picture. That's why I mean that was I mean every teenager had that poster on their
Yes.
wall,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
the one that was probably the most popular poster you would try to win.
Yep, yep.
It was just
Or
absolute-
the mirrors of Iron Maiden. It was like it was
yeah.
like Number of the Beast, but in the back it was a mirror.
It was a mirror.
and it had a cardboard so that you don't hurt yourself.
You don't cut yourself. Yeah, the little. I think it
Rally's
was like 6 inches
OMG,
squared.
it does spell it out.
it does spell sex.
It spells
Yes.
sex,
Yeah.
Her curls, like her big curls,
Yeah.
spell out
Yeah.
the word.
Wow. Lend me the phone so I could put it on the camera so people can see it.
Yes.
Hold on.
But yeah, I have,
And then,
I have the poster, but I moved it to my other studio. It's hanging
Yeah.
on my other studio.
Hold on.
But I used to have it right here,
Yeah,
and it
I
was a
remember seeing
smaller version.
Yeah, I
It was
saw
it's a classic.
It
I mean,
is,
it's
it
a
is.
classic pose, a classic poster. Charlie's Angels. But okay, all right.
It's segmented.
Or just give me the one that says sex on it, baby. I don't care about the one that doesn't.
The letters are over.
Oh yeah. So there it is. So that's her hair,
Wow.
and there's so we go down.
Yeah.
So this is the picture, ladies and gentlemen. This is the picture, right? This was the most popular poster ever.
Lee Major's wife.
Yeah, and then yeah. Okay, so then we bring it up, right? Bring it up, baby. Bring it up with your.
And then check
And
that
so-
out. Hello.
Yeah.
Sex.
Ida?
Wow. And
How did Chaz know that?
well, it doesn't end there because in Daisy Dukes' hair it said fallopian tubes.
Oh my God.
I mean,
Let me fact check that.
From the Dukes of Hazzard?
it's a deep dive.
Yeah, dude.
Just
So,
saying.
as general manager of the entire operation, what kind of fires do you have to put out on a regular basis,
my
dude?
goodness.
It's daily. You know, Murphy's Law is working every day out there.
Can you imagine? I can
yeah.
imagine. It's 9 days now, right?
It's 11.
It's 11 days.
It's 11.
Oh, my
I
goodness.
can't remember what year, but if you remember, you'll remember this. When back in the days when it was like Wednesday to Sunday, if it rained, the parking lot was not paved.
Oh, it was
And
muddy.
so it was miserable. People would get stuck out there. People with their shoes stuck in the mud. And so years ago, we paved the parking lot. Well, actually, what they did first was they went to a 2-weekend show. That way, if it rained one weekend, you hopefully had
The backup.
a backup weekend to go to. And then in 2000, I think it was actually in 2016, we paved that north parking lot. It's about 25 acres.
It's amazing, dude.
Amazing,
Yeah.
yes. And it's now it's an all weather event. It
I
can
remember
rain.
Monty Aubrey putting the pictures
Yep.
up on his
Yep,
Facebook.
Yep. They did the
Longhorn paving?
Longhorn paving. They
Yeah.
did the parking lot.
Yeah.
Did a great job.
Yeah, they did. He said he put an aerial view. I was like, oh, it's about time they did that.
It's awesome.
Because the mud during the rainy season would, like, if there was rain, it was really tough for the people to park and get out of there and stuff.
And we joke about this among ourselves, but it's all paved, striped, parking spaces, everything, and we have this discussion about, well, we don't need parking attendants because it's all
Right,
everybody just
organized.
park. And I said, well, have you ever been to the HEB at 4:30, 5:30, and there's that
Yes.
one person that's sitting in the car that's following the person with a cart. They don't care that there's 14 cars behind them trying
That's
to get in
true.
or out.
Yeah.
And I said, nope, we got to have parking attendants to get them moving because otherwise they're backed up all the way to La Feria.
See? Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, my grandma lived on Vermont.
Yeah.
And Sundays, it was just bumper to bumper, her road, her street.
Yep.
Of people leaving the stock show, the
That's
rodeo
right.
people,
right.
all that.
Yeah.
It was like, and I remember me and my primo, Hito. From Florida. He was my grandma's sister's son. They were down for spring break, and we were real cabrones, bro. We were throwing rocks at the cars from the bushes,
For that JFK style.
and some yeah, dude. We're like in the bushes, and we were throwing rocks at
Grassy
the
knoll.
cars.
The grassy knoll.
Yeah, and so then this big old rip looking type of freaking cowboy like Yellowstone comes out from the car and he starts chasing him, dude. And we ran to the backyard of my grandma's house and like, Charlie, I don't want to go back there. And I go, come on over here, boy. I'll kick your ass. Throwing rocks at my damn truck. we're real covered on this. But besides the mud and all that, like, what is there any type of like fire you got to put out in the carnival area or something? Or
All the time. I mean, with that many people, I mean, we have 425,000 people that come through our gates in 11 days. So at any given, on an average, we're about 35,000 people there, you know. And so you get the carnival. Sometimes there's scuffles, you know, people that don't like each other, you know, in town. They just know each other and they end up seeing each other.
some cowboys?
Yeah. They can get a little rowdy sometimes, but it's pretty normal. We've had some issues. We got people that like to jump the fence, you know, crawl under the fence.
That was me.
Cut the fence.
Oh my.
That was me, dude.
You know, stuff like that. But you know, it happens. It happens, and you know, but it's all good.
When I was a kid, man, I was like we grew up in that area.
Yeah.
But and ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get tickets, the website's already available. It's rgvls.com, and it's Rio Grande Valley Livestock.com, RGVLS. And we've got a picture of the website so you can check it out. That way, when you get on it, you'll know exactly that you are in the right place. So Livestock Show and Rodeo, it's 2025. You can purchase tickets right there at the website, and that way you could save some money instead of having to pay for them at the gate.
Absolutely.
And the parade is going to be on Saturday?
Parade is Saturday. It starts at 10 o'clock.
Which is March
the 8th.
March the 8th.
March
okay.
the 8th. Saturday, March the 8th. It starts at 10 o'clock. It starts at the intersection of 6th Street and Texas. And then it goes north all the way through downtown Mercedes, goes underneath the expressway, which is cool, and then ends up right on the Livestock Show grounds.
It's always good that you all always let the horses go last.
Yeah.
Because of not they leave a lot of poop in the street, bro.
That's right,
And then
that's right.
Imagine if you're a marching band behind the horses.
Yeah.
All the trail riders, they go at the end. They're a great group.
That's another thing. The trail riders, those guys, ladies and gentlemen, they go I don't know how far north,
they
right?
come from all over the place.
And they have a chuck wagon, and it's like if they were like in the old west.
Oh, I love
For days.
that.
And for days, they're on their horses riding down the road and until they reach the stock show, and they time it to where they're going to reach the stock show in time for the parade.
That's right. Like that night, they'll come in, and there's different places around Mercedes where they'll camp overnight, and they're ready to go because they've got to be in position for the parade in the morning. So, and they ride up. They ride up right to get in line in the parade, and it's a great part of the parade.
And that's
awesome.
been going on for
long
dude.
time.
I mean, they're still out there, the cowboys and the cowpokes
They
and
are.
all of them.
They are.
Yeah.
You know, you were talking about way back then. I remember going back to the music part. Now, when would you imagine an athletic director letting anybody take a tractor and dig up their football field? And the stadium was the rodeo arena.
That's right.
They would take a tractor and they would disc up the whole football field. And I remember as a kid watching Antonio Aguilar and Flor Silvestre sing on horseback.
Wow.
Where the stadium used to be, the Mercedes Stadium used to be.
Yeah.
And they since built a new stadium, and we bought that piece of property from the school, so it's now a parking lot. But
Okay, so that's what it is.
Yeah, it's a parking lot.
Because you had that big old arena built for the rodeo.
Oh, yeah,
man.
yeah.
I mean, rain or shine, that show's going on.
It is going on, and it's one of the best rodeos. I mean, we've got 2 nights of Extreme Bulls on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then PRCA on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And then if you like the traditional rodeo cattle events, we have our ranch rodeo that first Saturday and Sunday, and that's where they have those fun events. These guys,
I love
these
watching
guys
that.
don't do it. When I say professionally, they're not going rodeo to rodeo. These guys do it every day on the ranch, and so they're out there as a team, a group of five guys, and they have some really cool events. It's
Ranch
really fun.
versus ranch.
Yeah.
I
Ranch
like that.
versus ranch.
And then they do the one where they're running with a bag of, like, if it would be money, and they hand
A
it
heist?
off. Yeah, it's like a heist, and
They have
and they're doing it's like a relay,
and they have
with
a
the horses, dude.
wild cow milking. So they
And then all the cowboys that try to put the cow inside the trailer. Dude.
Yep.
And then they have to do, or they have to
close
brand it, and then they have to put the thing. It's amazing. It's a lot of fun, dude.
It is a lot of cool. It is a lot of fun.
Is there a roof over that?
There is. There is.
Ah, that's why you were saying rain or shine, because
It's open air, but
it's got a
it's all
roof.
covered. We got 6,600 seats in there, and every one of them sold out.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
that's awesome.
We went last year, man. Our one of our sponsors, Rody's Country Fried Chicken. Un saludo para Rody's
Hi,
Country
Rick.
Fried Chicken. 40 years in Eagle Pass, and he's going to have a 40-year anniversary. We'll be there on the 15th of March, and we'll be performing with the Crazy Pimps. We'll be doing our El Bronco 956 song for sure.
That's awesome.
But he's going to have fried chicken, all the sides, fish and shrimp, hot dogs, chicken fried steak, located 1910 El Indio Highway. Fastest drive-through in Texas. But the Playland is where it's going to be at, and he's going to set it up really nice. So we want to invite everybody to join us on March 15th there in Eagle Pass. We'll be doing that event. But he came down. He comes down every year for the stock show. And we went to the rodeo, and it was cold, dude.
It was cold,
It was cold last year that night when
Was
they did
it
the ranch
last year
versus.
that we went?
Was it last? Yeah, it was last year.
Yeah. Okay.
It was, and it was the ranch versus ranch, and the games that they have, the teams versus teams. We were just having a blast
There was
watching
so
them.
much fun.
And the ranch rodeo tickets are $10.
Yeah,
10 or $15.
and just seeing those guys on the horses hauling ass or right close to you is like, man, dude, that's not easy.
No,
It's
no,
not
no,
easy.
No, these guys are. There's one of the events where they take and these are ranch guys. They're not PRCA cowboys, and I can't even remember his name. But he'd get up in that buck and shoot with one of those wild broncs, with a cigarette in his mouth, and he'd plunge down that, and they open that gate. They took him out in the ambulance one year,
Oh,
but he
boy.
comes. He's riding that bronc, smoking that cigarette while he's riding that bronc. I mean, these guys are rough. I mean, rough meaning
Yeah.
tough. They're tough guys.
I
They really are.
remember the contest where they have to grab the bull. They all get off, grab the bull, and then they have to put him in the trailer.
In the trailer, yeah.
And then, hombre, no podíamos,
Yeah.
no podía, ni
They
no
were
podía, bro.
struggling.
I was struggling, dude. I'm like, chingado.
It's tough,
And
but
it was a lot of fun, dude.
Yeah.
But it's a lot. It is a lot of fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's for the whole family,
Whole
too.
family, absolutely. You know, the big thing is for us this year. Our theme is it's a South Texas tradition. It's the largest event. If you take spring break, for example, which isn't a single event, that's probably a collection of 30, 40, smaller events. It's the largest event in South Texas, and it's a tradition. You mentioned the photos people have, that they do, and we want people to make it theirs. My dad was there from the 50s all the way till, he's 85 now. He hadn't been in a couple of years, but multi-generational family members can go. Something for everybody. The kids, teenagers, spring breakers can come and have a great time.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
No, hombre. Hey, Chaz, which is your favorite carnival game, dude?
anything that involves balloons
Okay.
and darts.
And darts. Well, that narrows it down.
Any variation of that. So
Ring toss.
But yeah,
The ring
back,
toss, right?
Yeah, going back to like the old style, I loved those mirrors,
Oh yeah.
those rock mirrors, because that's I don't remember seeing them anywhere else but the livestock show.
Yeah, the carnivals, yeah.
Yeah, or the carnivals. I'm like, where are they getting these things? And if you had it, like, you were the badass.
I used to have a collection, those baseball batters hats.
Mm-hmm.
They had them for all the teams, and you'd use look like a BB gun, but they'd stick a cork in it, and you'd have to knock over this little wooden dummy, and the guy says you can't come back anymore.
Oh no!
Because I had them all.
Oh man, yeah.
Up on top of the dresser in my house, in my room at home. It was.
And there was always
you're
like a section where you would personalize
Oh yeah.
You could put your name on
Yep.
on the belt.
Yep.
On the belt.
They'd stamp your name in the belt.
Yeah.
You remember
Yeah,
that? With
yeah.
the white stitching.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
I remember.
That's
What's
in
your
the-
name?
in the-
Charlie. Bing. Bing.
That stuff's in the exhibit hall, right? The exhibit hall
in
is
the exhibit
amazing,
hall.
dude.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of products and stuff in
We
there.
have probably 130 exhibits in the exhibit hall.
You know what I like also? The barbecue pits. Like,
Oh, yeah.
they have like a
shop
contest.
projects.
Yeah, shop projects from school.
Yeah.
And you go in there and you check out all the pits and you can buy them. And I mean, it's
The
awesome.
last time we went, I was trying to convince you to buy me a sugar glider. Remember?
Oh,
Sugar
yeah.
glider. You're like, no, we don't need another pet.
Yeah. Yeah, no, man. The exhibit hall's a lot of fun. That's
Yeah.
the
It
first
is.
thing you go through when you
Yeah,
get
a lot
there.
of shopping. You like to shop? That's a place to
Yep.
go. They got all kinds of stuff, man, women stuff, kid stuff, all kinds of
The
stuff.
woodworking that they do.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you know what I like too, bro? The mutton busting, dude. When
Oh,
they
that's
put
a
the
favorite.
kids on the sheep, or on the goats
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff. and they
yeah,
have to,
yeah.
like-
See?
That's real funny.
Yeah, that's right. That they do that kind of in the middle of the PRCA rodeos.
Yeah,
and the ranch rodeos.
and
really cool.
There's also this little like next to the arena. There's like a little corral, and there's like a big longhorn there.
Oh yeah.
And that's where they do the mutton busting too with the
Yeah.
little
Yeah,
kids in
yeah,
that
yeah.
area.
Yeah.
And then you got the guys that put on a Western show as
Oh
well.
yeah. Yep.
And then they've got the guy that does the
chainsaw
sculpting
carving.
with the
Oh,
sculpting
my.
with the
Saw?
chainsaw.
We've got two new cool. Well, one of them we had last year. The other one's new, but we had if you know, we're sometimes we call ourselves the Disneyland of the Valley because it's an entertainment. A lot of the stuff is entertainment, but we had Sea Lion show.
Yeah.
There this past year.
Oh,
They're-
yeah.
They're coming back. So there's a couple of sea lions, and they do a
Sea
great job.
lions?
Yeah.
Oh,
So if you
wow.
never, I mean,
Nice.
when was the last time you saw it? They said we need water. Pues ahí está el canal. Don't drink it though.
Yeah.
But we have a Jurassic Kingdom. So I have a Jurassic exhibit coming. We've got Stilt Walkers, new hypnotist show this year. Ties in the comedy hypnotist. We've got Fables of the West. They walk around. You've seen them with like
Yeah,
the little horse where they're walking around like they're sitting on a horse's saddle, and they
What is in the Jurassic Kingdom?
they do all kinds of. They've got these giant dinosaurs that are kind of like
yes.
they're
Robot-
not puppets,
animated.
animated
Animatronics.
type of dinosaurs, and they do a whole show. It's an educational show for kids and stuff, and so there's a lot of cool stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember one of the times, I don't know how long ago it was that we went. I took my wife, and it was my daughter and her friend. I don't know if my son went with us, but it was
I
just
don't think
Felicia
so.
and,
Yeah,
and
it
her
was
friend,
just-
right? So we go and let's get on all the rides. So we got on this ride that's like the spider, right? It's
Oh
like,
yeah.
And so the carnival guy, he sees me, and I'm with my wife, and she's looking sexy and stuff. So he tries to embarrass me in front of her, right? So me and my wife get on, and he can see us. And my daughter and her friend go up on top and get on another one a little farther
on
from
another
us.
little cart. Uh-huh.
And the guy goes on the mic and says, "Hey man, I bet I can swing that cap off of your head.
I can knock that hat off of your
I
head.
can knock that." And I said,
Cap
"Well,
off
come
your-
on, man, come on." So then he started going
Oh my
and
god.
going
It
and going.
Never
Oh my
ended.
God. It never ended,
never
dude.
ended.
And I was like, and I'd pass by, and I still got it on. I
yeah.
still got it on.
It almost turned into a race riot.
And my wife was like, "Tell him to stop."
Oh my gosh.
So before we got on, we were in line, and my daughter's friend tells her, "This ride," she made like an Instagram thing. She said, "This ride's about to become my bitch." Oh, right?
Oh my god.
So they're out there, and then the guy finally gives up. He never took my hat down because I wasn't about to be embarrassed in front of my lovely wife.
And
Right?
then I'm practically throwing up because the ride just never stopped. I was dizzy and it was
Turning
just
green.
crazy. Yeah.
so as soon as we get off the ride, my daughter's friend runs to the.
Starts throwing up.
And I said, "Hey, that guy was trying to get my cap off, dude." And my daughter said, "My friend, what was her name? I forgot
I
her
don't
name." But
remember.
she kept saying, "Why doesn't it stop?" And I was telling him, "It's probably my dad." Oh,
my
man, but it
God.
was so much fun, dude. It was
We
fun,
all
bro.
felt sick after that. Remember? We
I
all
can't- Just
for a
felt,
little
like,
bit, just for a
super
little
sick.
bit. Just
I
for a
can't.
little
I
bit.
can't do spinning rides. Anything
my
but
God.
spinning rides because I was like,
Yeah, but I know.
I loved it, man. It was great. The rides are awesome. The Himalaya's always the best.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
want to go faster?
Yeah.
Do you want to go faster? Do you want to go reverse?
Rock,
Yeah.
play that song by the Cars.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a song by the Cars. You remember the Cars,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, of course.
There was always
Yeah.
when you would get on and you'd be on these spinning rides. For some reason,
This
they
song
would
was
always play this song. All right, everybody, come on up and let's get all the tilt-a-whirl.
Do you want to go faster?
The tilt-a-whirl.
let me hear you scream.
It's the Himalaya. Everybody raise your hands up in the air.
Now you've got the guts.
You're just like this.
You want to go faster?
That's crazy.
Great memories, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the stock show. Ladies and gentlemen, it's happening in March, and it's March 6th.
March 6th through the 16th.
March 6th through the 16th, ladies and gentlemen, and first time ever, okay, for the first time ever, Whiskey D will be opening up the entire stock show.
We're excited about that.
So,
Now, what that night, Rock? What is the genre of your set list?
well, we're going to do all our best songs. It's like a 16-song set list. And, of course, we're going to do Third Rate Romance. We're going to do some David Allen Coe.
So Outlaw.
Some
Outlaw-
Charlie Daniels. Some
Nice.
Ted Nugent. Some Shooter Jennings. Some ZZ Top. Some Grand Funk Railroad. Okay? And we're just going to play all the best songs we
It's
do.
going to be awesome.
And our original senior party, Mama's Prayers, which is a big hit with a lot of people. It's about my recovery and my mom. And then Freebird by Leonard Skinner.
Oh, nice.
So
It's gonna be awesome.
Thursday, March 6th, you got to go and check us out, okay? And we're also playing on March 10th with a band that's a Guns N' Roses tribute, right?
Right. They're Guns for Roses.
Guns for Roses. Now, for that particular show, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna open up. So it's a smaller set than the set list than the one we're doing on Thursday, right? So we're opening up.
But it's heavier, right?
But it's going to be hard rock. I mean,
awesome.
songs. And let me tell you, we do hard rock songs like Guns N' Roses is in for a little good treat, too. So we're going to have two different shows. Okay, but Thursdays when we're going to play all the outlaw stuff, man. Charlie Daniels, Blackberry Smoke, Dobie Gray. We got some David Allen Coe, ZZ Top, Grand Funk Railroad. I mean, all the great songs. And we don't just stand around and sing and play. We put on a hell of a show for y'all. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to get your tickets. Go to rgvls.com and get your tickets and be ready for some of the greatest entertainment you can ever find in South Texas. And it's been coming to the Rio Grande Valley for 86 years.
This is our 86th year.
86 years, man. Almost 100, man.
Almost. We're getting close.
Yeah, with 14 more years, it'll be 100. And I hope to be here.
You and me both.
We'll be playing, there
We'll be winning those Farrah Fawcett posters.
in
Yeah.
14 years. I'll just be 72, dude. You know, I mean, come on. I mean, it'll be all right.
Yikes.
Luis, you were saying before we went on the air that Charlie Crockett, did he one time?
He did. He came and played. This was in 2021 when it was still COVID, was still kind of
Running
wreaking
rampant,
havoc
yeah.
on stuff. Our show's normally in March, but we weren't able to have the entertainment section portion of our show at that time. So they allowed us to do the livestock show, which we did in March, and then we did an entertainment venue with all the other stuff in May. And Charlie Crockett came out and played. And the funny story, I'm busy. I was doing stuff. At that time I wasn't in my role, but I was still there helping with different events. And one of our directors who kind of handles the entertainment, he says, "Come in here." He grabs me. He says, "Come in here. You need." And we had a room that was a kind of a green room, and I hadn't honestly. I mean, at that moment in time, I didn't know who Charlie Crockett was.
Oh.
And so he pulls me in to he says, "I want you to take a picture with this guy." And I look at this guy standing there, and I said, Man, that looks like my dad in 1972, 1973.
Wow.
Brown double knit pants with a
The
with
way he
a,
dresses?
with a pointy boots with a kind of like a satin shirt
Yeah.
opened up like that with
I
a
love
silver
it.
belly hat with a mule kick in the front.
Yes.
Big
Turquoise?
chunky, big chunky rings on.
Yeah.
And I said, and who is this guy? Well, my son, man, he was loving it. He
was in hog
He was
heaven.
in hog heaven, and he does a great job. He's from San Benito.
See, originally?
Yeah.
Originally from San Benito, moved to Dallas, and ended up growing up in Louisiana, New Orleans. And that's where he learned all his music,
Yep.
you know, and then he became a
Great
street
sound.
musician. And then he redid this song, Jamestown Ferry,
Jamestown
from
Ferry.
Tanya Tucker. He redid it, and it became a big hit.
Just called the Jamestown Ferry.
Charlie Crockett, one of my favorites.
Not a hot day, Jane.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women. If you don't have the energy to walk around the stock show, it's because you need testosterone. You can find it there. Go on over, talk to them, and get checked out, man. It's a new year. It's a new you, and you want it to be the best quality of life you can have in this new year of 2025. You'll be able to hang out at the stock show all night long. 956-441-2188, drtspprimarycare.com. Make sure to tell them Rock and Roll James sent you. It's hormone replacement therapy, weight loss therapy, want to lose some weight, IV vitamin infusion, peptide therapy, all designed to help you feel great and healthier. Again, thank you so much to Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women. Also want to thank Chorizo de H&H, which is an original from Mercedes as well.
Originally from Mercedes.
All right, they made a big
Yache.
comeback, and the Hinojosa family has the best chorizo in the business. All you
No
have to
doubt.
do is ask for it at H-E-B. I find it at my H-E-B here on Trenton and 10th and McAllen, and I always get 2 packs, one for my home and one for my job, because at work I do my breakfast and stuff. Pero te avientas un choriqueso ahí, papá, con la parrilla prendida. No, hombre, cállate. Look at that. Little choriqueso right there. Fajita, sausage. No, hombre, qué bárbaro. Quedas bien sentadito, papá. Sústame one time. Chorizo de H&H. If they don't have it at your supermarket, you need to tell them they need to get it. And so that way you could try it out and you can fall in love with it just the way we do. Also want to thank Top Grade Physical Therapy, the experts who safely keep you moving. If you're in pain, they evaluate everything the body needs to keep you moving, including mechanics, flexibility, joint mobility, and also some neurological impairments, functional strength. They'll have a personalized program designed for you. And flexible scheduling options as well to fit your needs. Located at 2801 West Expressway 83 in McAllen, Texas. Call them 956-854-4364 or follow them and message them on Facebook. Top Grade Physical Therapy. You'll be talking with my son if you message them. They accept insurance. Top Grade Physical Therapy, the experts that keep you moving. All right. You know, Luis, I think one of the biggest eras of the stock show had to be during the what do you call it, urban cowboy.
Yeah.
Right, dude?
Yeah.
Remember that everybody had a truck, everybody had a hat with a big feather on
With
it.
a big feather.
Man, it's like John Travolta turned everybody into a cowboy, right?
Yeah. I was focused on Sissy.
Ah. I kind of like the one that Bud got after Sissy.
Pam?
Was that her
Pam,
name?
yeah, Pam.
Yeah. That.
She really loved
Very
Bud,
sultry.
man. She loved Bud really big time, right? More than Sissy, right?
Well, I don't know about more, but in a different way.
And then what was the name of the guy that the bad dude?
Wes.
Wes.
Oh my God. Scott Glenn.
With the Semo shirt, right? A Semo shirt from football, right? He would be wearing it. He's like straight out of prison with abs and shit, right? He was a bull, right? The electronic bull, right?
Yep.
Like mechanical bull. There
Mechanical
we go.
bull.
Yeah. Man, I remember back then they used to have mud races at the stock show.
We did back
Oh,
over
wow.
really where it's an RV lot now for exhibitors, but over there on that northwest side of the parking lot,
Mm-hmm.
there was actually where the horse show was.
Mm-hmm.
There was a horse arena there for the horse show, and there was some mud races. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Back then, every weekend there was a mud race going on somewhere in the Rio Grande Valley. It was so much
I
fun.
even remember before they covered the rodeo arena, seeing what do they call those tractor pulls?
Oh, yeah.
with those big old.
You could hear those across town, dude.
Oh yeah, it was loud. It was
Yeah,
really
I
loud.
never went to a tractor pull. Did you ever go to those?
I never got. Now, when you say tractor pull, you mean like an 18-wheeler type?
No,
Or
no,
you
I'm talking about like a souped up farm tractor, almost like a dragster. They were
Right,
real long.
okay,
had
yeah.
these
They modified
smokestacks.
It had
modified
jet
it
engine.
with yeah.
Yeah,
It had like jet engines, I think, man.
Damn, dude.
it was loud.
You know, I had forgotten about them until Beavis and Butthead, right? 'Cause
Oh, yeah?
they would always be at the monster trucks or at the tractor pulls.
At the tractor
Oh,
pull.
Yeah, Beavis and Butthead, and the guy that created Beavis and Butthead is from Austin, Texas. So
He's
you
a
know,
Texan, yeah, Mike
You know,
Judge.
Mike Judge. So he knew all about the Texas culture, man. Yeah. No, hombre, man, I really can't wait, man. We're going to be performing. Ladies and gentlemen, we got plenty of events to talk about. Of course, we're going to kick it off Sunday, February 23rd, Whiskey D and Thunderstruck. Oh, well, before that, this Saturday, February 8th, Juarez Rolos Promotion presents 8th Next Generation 5th Boxing, Payne Arena, Hidalgo, Texas. Omar Juarez versus Frank Brown. So if you want tickets for that, go to Ticketmaster.com or PayneArena.com. I will be there. We have a table. So I was just calling, babe, that it's going to be televised or something like that. And they needed somebody to sing the national anthem. And well, they asked my son, hey, can your dad sing it since he's going to be there? So I'm probably going to do the national anthem, man. I love doing it. And so that'll be, once again, Saturday, February 8th. Juarez Rolos Promotion presents 8th Next Generation 5 Boxing Payne Arena, Hidalgo, Texas. Sunday, February 23rd, it's Whiskey D and Thunderstruck at Hog Waddle in San Benito, Texas. Okay, it's going to be a big event. It's a 3-day event. On the first night, which is Friday, they've got Randy Rogers and a whole bunch of other great bands, Buck and Crazy, Louie the Singer. And then on Saturday, they have the Norteño night with los Cardenales de Nuevo León, los Viejones también, Mia 22. And then on Sunday, it's Rock Night. It'll be us and Thunderstruck that have played at the Stock Show as well a couple of years back. And then Saturday, March 1st, my band, Whiskey D, will be going to Victoria, Texas. We'll be doing the Livestock Show over there as well at the Beer Garden, Victoria Community Center at 8:45 p.m. on Saturday. And we're playing with the Iconics, which is Jimmy Gonzalez's son, Mike.
Nice.
And he contacted me and he asked, what song are you going to sing with us? So I am going to sing a Maz song with the Iconics that night.
Wow.
That's
Perfect.
cool.
Okay, I already told him what song I want to sing, and he said, let's do it. And I'm not going to tell anybody. You have to be there to find out what song I'm doing with the Iconics after Whiskey D performs, okay? And then we're going to come straight home and head on to Mercedes, Texas to perform at the Rio Grande Valley Livestock Show for the very first time ever. We've been in the business 15 years, and this is the first time we're playing at the stock show. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to leave it all there. On Thursday the 6th, we will be doing a 16-song set list, and we're going to play everything we've got. And then on March 10th, which is on Monday night, okay, we're going to play with Guns for Roses, a tribute for Guns N' Roses. And that's going to be fantastic. And we're going to rock it out.
There you
It'll
go.
be a whole different 8-song set list that everybody will be blown away with, okay? And then right after the 10th, on the 15th, 5 days later, we're heading to Eagle Pass, Victoria, with the Crazy
Roadies.
Pimps,
Oh, there you go.
Roadies.
Woo!
And we're in contract negotiations with Bronco 956. Ay, güey,
Is there going to be a contract signing?
yeah,
As the two of you meet together?
yeah.
Man, that's going to be awesome.
It's got to get done.
So let me get the song with Bronco 956. Here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been doing really well. We got about 125,000 views so far. And it's so popular, people are crying.
Oh my goodness.
Celebrities, I heard.
Celebrities are crying because
Yes.
once they listen to it, they can't stop singing. Even Selena Gomez. Look, check
Yes.
this out, man. Check it out.
I couldn't believe this.
I just want to say, I heard the song Bronco 956 and I can't stop singing it. El Bronco 956. El Bronco 956.
Bronco 956. El Bronco 956. Bronco. Wow. Asústame one time. En los fines de semana anda bailando. En la pulga
It's a
dicen
little
que lo
known
andan
fact that when Selena
mirando.
Gomez
En los
cries,
fines de
she
semana
gets an
enamorado.
ethnic accent. It's super rare. Nobody, very rare condition.
So, ladies and gentlemen, listen to it, but don't cry.
No, just enjoy it.
Yeah, just enjoy it. Okay?
You know, I've seen the video a bunch of times, and
Thanks for those 20,000 views.
yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, 20,000 was mine. So you see it and you think you see everything, and then I saw the one where Ronnie James was showing Roman, your grandson. And when Roman is looking at it, I had never seen the part where you're acting like a robot.
Yeah.
I had never seen that, but for some reason, when Roman James is looking at it, like that little part comes out.
Yeah, well, we got to put it on, babe. You've got the clip, so you can see check out the robot right there. Right, it begins, and then I come up and there we go. What? Right there. You got that? Right there.
Right there.
Mr. Roboto.
Yeah.
Oh my
We want to
goodness.
thank all of you for helping us by sharing and doing dances and all that stuff to it. It's the guys from the Crazy Pimps. They're like they have their own TikTok channel and like 1.5 million. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Like
Wow.
overall with all the people that have been using the song on videos.
That's awesome.
It's crazy, dude. I mean, I guess that's viral, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's viral. That's as viral as you get.
So he sent me a screenshot of a Spotify. I have a Spotify channel now. I didn't even know that because Freddie Records is the one that uploaded the music onto the platforms. And so it automatically gives me a Rock and Roll James Spotify channel. And it's got one song. And I'm like, he says, hey, ya tienes 1,000 followers in Spotify, bro. I'm like, what? I need to make more songs, dude. So I was thinking of this awesome song that I want to work on. It might take a little bit of time to do it, but I'm thinking of who to do it with. But, we're going to keep creating here, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we do. We love doing stuff for all of you to entertain you and to make you forget about the day-to-day life and all the bullshit that sometimes we got to go through in life. This time that you're watching the show, it's to just, forget about everything, enjoy, get a little laugh, and of course, and of course, subscribe and like and share and tell all your friends about it. We just surpassed 37,000 subscribers
Wow.
a few days ago. So we want to thank you all that have helped us out and that have supported us from day one, and we appreciate you. And Luis, I mean, we're getting ready for the stock show, and we appreciate you coming,
Excited.
Well, we
man.
appreciate being here, and I really appreciate your show and enjoy the content.
Is there anything you'd like to tell the audience about the stock show in particular before you leave?
Well, I mean, it's a tradition. The Livestock Show has been around 86 years. It'll be our 86th year. We talked a lot among ourselves about some of the things we did growing up, and it's part of our lives. We just want people to make it part of theirs. And we got a great music lineup outside of the.
Who else do you have?
Like you're going to kick off the show for us on Thursday, and then Friday we have Ricky Naranjo y los Gamblers.
Oh man,
This
I
is
gotta
gonna be
be
great.
there Friday,
Yeah.
dude.
And
I
then-
just might camp out there in the green
think
room
we
or
should.
something.
Yeah, Saturday we have Gary Hobbs.
Órale, man. El Borrado Eagle Pass.
That's
wow.
right. And then, of course, Sunday is Spasmatics. People love the Spasmatics.
Dude, the 80s is the greatest.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And then Monday, of course, you're going to be there with Guns
for Roses.
And then on Tuesday is Katie Offerman. She's
Okay.
a young lady that opened for George Strait when he had that
Texas A&M show?
that at Texas A&M show.
Uh-huh.
And then on Wednesday is my gosh, Wednesday. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I don't know how I forgot that. Aaron Watson.
Aaron Watson? Oh,
Aaron Watson
man.
will be there on Wednesday.
Nice.
And then Thursday is Matt Castillo, also a local, but he's gone off to
I know
Nashville.
Matt.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I
great
love
guy.
Matt.
Love Matt
I love
Castillo.
Matt's
Yeah.
song.
And then Friday is Braxton Keith,
Okay.
and then Saturday is David Ligarza y los Musicales.
Órale.
And then Sunday we have the Horseman Jam.
Yeah. And the rodeo, what days are the rodeos?
Rodeos, we've got the Ranch Rodeo that first Saturday and Sunday, which is the 8th and 9th.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Extreme Bulls is the 11th and 12th, and the PRCA is the 13th, 14th, and 15th.
Dude, it's just so many things
Wow,
going on.
that is
A lot of
awesome.
stuff. You know, and the big thing, like our mission is educating youth and promoting ag. That's our mission. That's what we do. Last year we wrote $1.7 million worth of checks, direct payments to kids that participated in the livestock show.
Oh my goodness, that is awesome.
That's one of the things
That's
that I love
awesome.
to do when I go to the stock show is just walk through the hog pens.
Yep.
And just check out all the hogs, man. Just there, and they're real clean pens.
Oh, yeah.
real clean hogs, and then the lambs, and then the all that, man. I mean,
Well, we just finished our entry process this past week. We've got over 7,000 entries
yeah.
for the livestock show, over 3,000 kids entering projects.
It's good to know that kids are still interested in ag and
They are.
and in
course.
farm and in animals like that, because you watch like the movie or the show Yellowstone and,
Oh, yeah.
and they talk about how sooner or later there won't be any cowboys left.
That's right.
And so you see that, and it gives you hope that the American cowboy tradition is still alive and
Still
kicking.
alive.
You see the rodeo and you see the ranch guys, that live and
Every day.
eat and breathe the ranch life, with
do.
cattle and all kinds of animals and horse riding and all that. And then you see them performing in there and competing. And it gives you hope that, the American tradition of the cowboy is still alive and well and it still has a future with all these youngsters that are still involved in ag and FFA and 4-H and all that
Yep.
good stuff.
Absolutely.
Man.
It's amazing that the memories that they make in high school
Oh, yeah.
they're forever. I was not in FFA, but my friends were, and I remember the names of their animals.
Oh, yeah.
I had a friend named Danny. She had a lamb and named Odie.
Odie.
And then I had a friend named Martin. He had a steer. And even though I wasn't in it, I knew all their names of their animals. All these years later, I still remember their names.
And a lot of these kids, they'll go through. We do academic scholarships and all kinds of stuff, so they go on to school. They're not going to. They may end up being doctors or teachers or educators or some other profession. But after it's all said and done, the experience they went through raising these projects, they'll at least have a foundational understanding of where our food comes from and the importance it is in our lives, and that's real important to us.
Yeah.
Because we love HEB, don't get me wrong, but the food doesn't come from there. It comes from people who raise all of the food that we eat, and it's important for people to understand that.
Yeah. Well, you were obviously in FFA in school,
Yes,
right?
yes, and
Do you-
4-H.
Do you still have your FFA jacket, man?
I do.
Does
I
it
do.
fit?
And I actually tried it on. That was a couple of months ago.
Uh-huh.
The zipper wouldn't go up.
Oh, damn.
It's because
I was-
your
I was-
lats, right? Your lats are so big. That's
Yeah,
why.
yeah. My lats went further down into that midsection. But no, I was in junior high. I was like 90 pounds soaking wet. So I wasn't a big guy. But yeah, I still have my FFA jackets.
And your dad, he was an FFA
He was.
teacher, and he educated a lot of kids.
He
man.
did. I run into people and they say, people I've never met, and they say, "Tú eres hijo de Laura Saldaña, ¿verdad?" And I don't know these people, but they were his students. He taught for many, many, many years, and so.
Oh, you have a resemblance to your dad, except your dad had glasses, didn't
Yes.
he? He had glasses.
Yes,
and-
he did.
Yeah, if you'd put glasses on, you'd be a spitting image of your dad, probably, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, man, because I remember him in high school.
Yeah, he had a big influence on my involvement in FFA and involvement with the livestock show, and so it's a big part of my life.
Yeah. Well, me da mucho gusto que pasases por aquí.
Well, I appreciate the invite.
And I'm excited about playing the stock show for the very first time. And you can expect 110% from my band there, bro.
You got, going back to that, we were sitting down. This is way back in, as soon as the show's over in March, we get a little bit of a break, a few days, and then we start for the following year. And we sat down, starting to go through the music lineup, and I said, I got to get Whiskey D there. I mean, we'd never had y'all there. You guys are a great group. And
we've played all over Texas.
I know.
Lubbock, Dallas, El Paso, San Antonio,
Bandera.
Yeah.
Bandera.
And so we're excited that y'all are there because you're local and you're an important part. When I say local, you're from here and you understand what the livestock show's about, and we're just glad that you're a part of it.
And it's my hometown, man.
Absolutely.
It's my hometown, man. So thank you so much, man. Appreciate you, Luis.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Yeah,
Thank
ladies
y'all.
and gentlemen, Luis Saldana from the Rio Grande Valley Livestock Show. Make plans to go. Go to rgvls.com. Find out what time all the bands are playing, what time all the events are happening. They have a complete schedule, and you get your tickets, and you take your family, and it's a once-in-a-lifetime type of event where it happens every year, but you take your family. It's like a yearly trek, a yearly event, man. So we appreciate you joining us. Thank you so much. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Follow me on social media at Rock and Roll James on Instagram and Facebook, at Whiskey D Band. We're up at about 30,000 followers on Whiskey D Band. And we appreciate everybody's support. And thank you so much. Y'all have a wonderful night. God bless y'all. Everybody wave. Let's go.
Well, the